Hi, hello there, DC Gamer. So we've got a new Wizard's Hollow, which I'm not particularly stoked about myself. However, it is interesting to note the dragons that we're getting in these Wizard's Hollow, and this one looks a lot better than the previous one, which was for that light titan and some food. But I guess we should play the first version of this Wizard's Hollow this time, because I'm assuming it's going to be the same in terms of you get through the levels, you're probably going to run into a wizard by room 3. No, that's just me. But the thing about this one is that we do have that Ascended Praetor dragon as a reward, which, you know, the Ascended dragons aren't easy to get a hold of. I know that we had them available recently in various quests and such, and, you know, similarly to how we have the current redemptions, but they're still not easy to really pick up. So you may get lucky and end up getting this guy for free or for like 50 gems or something. But the other thing that we do have tokens, which are, not very useful to someone like me. New players might like them. But this is a really tasty part of this event right here, because we have this chest of all Joker orbs. And now, let's ignore all of the others. The ones that most of us care about are going to be the heroic Joker orbs and the legendary Joker orbs. And so this is a chest of guaranteed Joker orbs. But of course, that is if you get 11 of the golden runes. So it's going to be the same as always with this. Every 1 in 4, there is a chance of you accidentally picking a wizard and getting destroyed. Or maybe you'll get lucky and get your hands on either quite a rare dragon, or alternatively, some very tasty Joker orbs. But again, it's going to completely come down to luck, and a lot of us end up running into the wizards before, say, room 10 even. But if you're someone that, say, gets to room 20, 25, and you haven't run into a wizard yet, that might be a time where you want to consider gemming, to be honest. Of course, it does depend on how many gems you actually have available, because if you don't have many gems, and like it is, if you don't have at least 500 gems spare, personally, I would say it's not a good idea on average to be really banking on getting Praetor. But if you do manage to get like the legendary Joker orbs and the heroic Joker orbs, maybe you'll be willing to spend like 40 gems on them or something. Depends on how desperate you are for the Jokers, I suppose. But, you know, we can get some perks and other stuff on our way through, but like, we're on room 6 here. Not smart for us to pick this. I'm going to do it just because I'm here, just to show you. But I'm going to spend 5 gems and we can keep going for another room at least. So, let's see if we can get to 10 without dying. There's a couple of gems back that would make it fine since we just spent 5 of them. And there we go, we got 10 of these. What are we going to get out of this next room then? Because so it's 9. Okay, we didn't die quite yet, but these rewards aren't exactly very fantastic either. But are we going to get more gold? No, we're going to get some more food. So, you know, so far the rewards have been pretty, I would say, pants. I think that's a nice way of putting it. But we're probably going to end up running into another wizard very soon. Because again, it is a 1 in 4, and we've got to pass all of these rooms to get to 15. So chances are we're going to run into a wizard in one of them. So every time we click next room from here, you know, you should be expecting to die. Not literally IRL, that wouldn't be very good. Although we could quit out right now and just take back the gems that we've spent and get some bonus food. You know, if you're someone super desperate, you might want to do that. I personally don't care, it's 5 gems. Let's just keep going for a little bit longer. To be fair, this is the longest run I've done in ages. I kept running into the wizards on room 3 and just completely giving up. But that's just the name of this game. It's completely random. What you pick you're not guaranteed anything based on what you pick. We could spend another 10. Okay, I'm going to do it once for the video and that's it. We've spent 15 gems. I'm not spending any more. We're just going to get to the next golden room. And that's as far as I'm going to take it, really, after this. There we go. We can get ourselves an XL box. Isn't that fantastic? And we can click next room. There would have been some gems in there. But we can't get a wizard in this one, so we might as well pick up another marble. There's 2 more blues. You know, getting these golden runes is kind of a tall ask, and normally you won't get them, but it is what it is. We could take the things, but I said I was going to keep going. Let's keep going. Let's at least try and get to 20. You know, I'm not a gambler myself, but let's try and get to 20. Let's try and push our luck a little bit today, because I've been getting screwed over by these Wizards Hollow events. And there we go. We are actually going to make it to 20. So, this game's pushing me now. It's trying to make me regret saying that I was willing to gem for room 20, but you know, you have to make it all the way up to room 50, and it's very unlikely that you're going to make it with a small amount of gems. It's probably going to be in the hundreds for most of us, but it depends on what you're willing to stake and hedge your bets on. I'm going to do one more, and there you go, there's the wizard. I was literally just going to do one more, and then we were going to quit out for these gems in the Excel box, but it's fine. So we got to that room this time, which is fine, but you know, if we quit out, we lose everything that we just collected, but this stuff is not worth another 20 gems, for instance. But that's just an example of what this event is like. You should expect to be running into a wizard every 4-ish rooms to every 8 rooms at the minimum. So it's very much luck based. Sometimes you will get very lucky, other times you're going to get screwed over, but unless you have hundreds of gems spare, I wouldn't be spending your gems on trying to get Praetor this time. But again, depends on what your dependency is on your current gem supply. And oh my days, that is a big set of food. My God. Anyway, in other news, of course, we do have the puzzle event right now, and you'll see that I've got 0 moves right now. That is because I have spent all of them, and we are getting towards unlocking Big Cakey Boy, which I'm very tempted to, you know, use him just because he has some really interesting elements, but I'm probably not going to do that. But we will keep going with this event and doing what we can. We do have quest battles and battles in the arena to do, and so we will be doing a quest battle in a moment that is going to be very, very tasty, because this quest battle is going to be for Cinco. And this is going to take us very, very, very close to being able to E4 Cinco. You'll see that I've been ranking her up quite a lot, and once we finish this battle here, we're going to get a lot of bonus orbs. And so E4ing Cinco is possible. I think I'm going to be just a few orbs off, and if I manage to collect them through rank ups, we may actually be able to get to E4 Cinco, finish off some more of these quests, get another 75, and 200 orbs of Cinco, which would be very tasty indeed. But depends on how much I'm willing to push it from this point onwards, because we would need a level 56 Cinco for that. But you know, since we're doing the quests anyway, there's never been a better time to try and E4 a heroic dragon than right now. So that is going to be one counting towards our quest battles. Of course, we've got Maze event on at the moment, and I will be honest, I have been going through the keys paths at the moment, mainly to collect the heroic trade essence, because I need it for Cinco. But we will also be going for Penguin and such later. We've got the camera to get as well today, don't forget, because it's the weekend. So you're going to have to be watching 50 ads if you want to finish off that ad collection. Don't forget that. But the other thing I wanted to mention is the Quackalakes clans at the moment, because I've been getting loads of people asking questions about them. We do actually have a single spot in the main flock at the moment. We'll see who that gets filled out with. But if you didn't know, we actually have like 17 Quackalakes alliances, and people always ask, oh, where's an active alliance? Where's an active alliance? I can't guarantee that every single one of these is super active, because some of them aren't. But right now we have the new Quackalakes 17 clan that people can join, and we need someone to make Quackalakes 12. But the thing is, if you are one of these alliance leaders, I would highly recommend that if you're going to go inactive, give the alliance lead to someone that is active. I know that that's pretty obvious, but to any of the leaders out there, we should really be kicking anyone that's not scoring anything and like not playing the game. And also, if you are going to be dropping out of leader position, it makes sense to pass it on to someone else, right? That way, we can make sure that we actually have players in these alliances that are active, because there's no point having inactives in these alliances. But at the same time, you know, we can always make more alliances if any of the old ones drop off, like 4, 5, 14, for instance. They lost their leader and they got pretty inactive, but I can't do anything about it myself. But, you know, that's our general gist with all of this. So if you are going to make one of these clans, or, well, alliances, or you are going to join them, try and at least be playing the game. If you're going to leave, just leave the alliance. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. But people ask me about these alliances all the time because one of the first things that new players in particular ask about is who has an active alliance? All the alliances I try and join only get to chest 1, blah, 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 blah. Most of our alliances do actually get to chest 5, believe it or not, at least chest 5, if not chest 6. But it's not exactly easy for every single alliance to just hit that every time, especially if you've got new players in the alliances. So we're not super strict on it, but it's just one of the things about the Quacks alliances in particular, where it's like, if you're not going to be playing the game, there's no point you being there. You know what I mean? But I thought I would at least throw that in there since people are asking all the time about this. And also, we do actually have a post about this in my Discord server where it names all of the alliance leaders in Discord that we know of with their Discord tags. So you can always check what the names of the alliance leaders are in Discord and DM them directly if you want to join. But, you know, it's not something we're super duper crazy about keeping track of. We just want the leaders to be able to make an alliance that's active, keep active players. You know, it's just to try and make it better for everyone and make sure that everyone can have an alliance, whether they're new or old. But, you know, we're not gonna be going for level 6 chests every single time. Just letting you know. If you want to join one of the super tryhard alliances, then be my guest. But we don't expect that every single time. But anyway, that is most of the stuff that's going on in Dragon City at the moment. Let's check exactly how many orbs I've got of beautiful Cinco at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got Doomy in there as well. So yeah, we've got 364 orbs of Cinco, but of course if we want to E4 her, then we're going to have a few more orbs to be able to allow us to empower her outside of Empower Happy Hour. Not very many, but if we collect some more, especially from rank ups, and I can do a couple of trades, we should have enough to be able to actually E4 her. And the reason that I would be E4ing Cinco is we've only got a few more days left on these quests, right? Like we've got 3 days, 23 hours left, so just under 4 days. And normally gemming empowerment, unless it's heroic combat, isn't a good idea. But the reason it's fine is because we will get the gems back and we will get bonus orbs. So the fact that we're basically getting a free empowerment and we get free gems is the reason why I don't mind pushing for these so much, just like I did for High Nest. And having an E4 heroic is pretty good. So that is what I'm going for anyway. But I guess we should do our arena battles now that I've wasted time after activating the tower. It's just some of these dragons in particular are difficult in the arena to deal with, as you would expect. If you get closer to Master, or you're in Master, you're going to run into level 70s, or you're going to run into the pay-to-win dragons. By that I mean the VIP heroics, and that doesn't mean that only paying players can get those dragons. It just means that they are intended to be pay-only dragons. It's just other people can get hold of them via either sheer luck or just lots of trading. And especially at the moment when we've got the special chests for the dragons, lots of people picked up dragons like High Corrupted Time, High Master Karma, and things like that, just because they got lucky with the chests. And you know, power to those people. Is I was going to say, Expectant Ethos not going to die here, is she? She shouldn't. I think this guy's going to use this flame. Yeah, he's going to absolutely explode Morpheus there. I didn't want to risk it on Irony Boy. I probably should have. He probably would have been fine, but I don't want to risk it at all. But yeah, you know, we've got all these arenas to deal with. There's always the draw of having empowered high-level dragons. But at the same time, there's collections to be finishing off. Oh god, we don't have Morpheus for HMK now. Ugh, ew, what pain in the butt. Let's do it anyway. Let's see how it goes. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry, ever since that one time that one High Master Karma dragon just destroyed my butthole, I've never truly recovered mentally from it. So even though it's like, yeah, you should definitely be able to win this, it's like, yeah, but will I? But will I though? You know, are you sure it's gonna happen? And we could take 2 hits by Expectant Ethot, but he could just also one-shot us. I'm going to swap back to Mr. Sinful here. Okay, that's 1 good hit. What about a leech? Okay, that's been blocked. That really sucks. Luckily, he has healed up. We can do an asphyxia here. Do some bonus damage. I'm gonna go for a black hole again. Okay, that's been blocked. That's bad. But we can at least get another hit in with your boy, your girl Famishy. She's not gonna quite finish him off. But as long as we don't get blocked anymore, we should be fine. Are we gonna miss that hit again? What pain! What pain! Okay, I'm gonna try the leech again. There we go. It just, they scare me. They scare me greatly, these Karma Dragons, if they're just gonna block like 8 times in a row, but no, we're fine. And of course, we're still collecting the Corrupted War Dragon orbs as well as we go along, and getting as many of those as we can, because we will actually probably be having quests for those soon as well, if you didn't know, for Corrupted War. So maybe if you manage to get him, you might want to, you know, actually summon the guy. But either way, let's do our league battles. Our league battles are so easy these days. You know, most of my league battles now, I actually just select Sinful and I just autoplay. Oh, how things have changed compared to how they were before. Now it's mainly just arena, which is to be expected because you run into all those big dragons in the arena. But leagues, since the enemy's cap at level 40, my goodness, it is just, it's so free. Especially if you have a vampire that can leech up as well, it's just autoplay. Of course, you can also use league battles, which I will actually do it in a second. You can also use your league battles to rank up your dragon. And so I will actually do that because rather than us putting in Morpheus, I'm going to put in our Cinco dragon, for instance, so that then we can actually get some of the rank ups done with her. Because there's never going to be a better time to get the free orbs for her than right now. And, you know, we can actually use them for something if we get them immediately, not just for trading or anything else. So I'm going to get the orbs for Cinco so that then we should be able to actually empower her. But we want to make sure she doesn't die between these dragons if we can help it as well. But I do think that overall Cinco is quite a good pick. You know, you have to think about the ancient mold elements, and she may not be the best pick for all ancient mold dragons, but I think having Beauty and Happy on a team may be very, very useful at times, just generally. Can we weaken you, or is everyone too strong? Everyone is too strong. Okay. It's fine. I didn't think Cinco was going to be able to finish him off, but, you know, even if we can get like 2 KOs per set of fights, we should be in a really good spot to be able to rank up Cinco even faster. Of course, if you've got tons of Facebook friends, that's a way to rank up your dragons. But I don't add people on Facebook anymore. I removed like 1,000 people at one stage. Because I did connect my main account to my Facebook, which you shouldn't really ever do. It's not a good idea, but I did it. And so I just don't want to have random people on my Facebook account, so I don't add them in this game either now. It's just a long string of events, and that is why you should definitely just make a fresh Facebook account if you're going to connect it to any video games, just so that then you can add whoever the heck you want, basically. And so we've got one more League Battles fight that we can do here, and luckily we had the right amount of battles that we could do here with the refresh. So this should be more winners for our beautiful Cinco, which, speaking of which, she needs a much better name than Lose, because what the heck is that? That is a terrible name. I'm going to be renaming her to something probably not very usual as all of the other names of my other dragons, but definitely an ongoing project with her to get her to E4 and give her a beautiful, thick name. But anyway, let's claim that, and now we're gonna have to do more arena battles. Oh, it's just never ending. It's just never ending with this game, is it? Everywhere you look, it's arena battles here, arena battles there, league battles there. It's just a never-ending cycle of just constantly having to fight when it comes to the puzzle event. Which is fine, I guess. Otherwise, what would be the point of having all of these high-level dragons if we never actually use them for anything? And, you know, it is quite good with the different arenas, being able to, you know, fight tons of different enemies, test different things out. Like the Walking Dead dragons, for instance, being massive support dragons. We've got like Corrupted Legend, Corrupted Chaos, which are just massive tanks. Being able to try out all these things is quite fun. But like then we run into a fight like this and it's like, Jesus, that is a lot of level 70s and I would rather not risk that. I'd rather not risk it right now, so I'm just gonna put in some fodder dragons. We're gonna die. There are a few level 70, like full level 70 fights that we can do, and that one is actually one that probably is doable, but I'm just not even gonna risk me screwing up on it. This one's gonna be a bit of a pain, but it should be doable. It would have been easier if we had Morpheus still. I guess we will take Famishy. Yeah, I guess we'll take Famishy for this one. And the general rule would be we want to try and get Sinful's abilities used as soon as possible, like his what's it called? His Leech Fang and stuff. We'd want to get that used as soon as possible, really. Just so that then we can get the cooldown actually ticking, and that's how we can get through a lot of these fights. Yeah, that is a lot of damage, that is to be expected. But now we can do another black hole. Then we can do an asphyxia, for instance. We can swap over to a beautiful ethot, and then we can try and destroy this this perception dragon, because we've got Sky Cutter, of course. And so he's just gonna die. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, even though he's super effective against us, but we just out-level him. So dabbed on and destroyed. This one should be doable as well. Again, another one that would be easier if we had Morpheus active for Kratos, but this should also be very doable, especially since we've got a super effective dragon against Mr. Pixelated here. So we can dab on him using a now quite lacking Famishy Uwu. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't regret using High Famine Dragon for all this time. She has been incredibly useful to us. It's just obviously now that we've got 2 level 70s going, she's just gonna feel like she's lacking a lot comparatively. So, you know, it's just one of those things that we have to get used to and say goodbye to an old babe of ours in terms of sheer power. Of course, High Nest isn't actually level 70 yet. We still need to actually level her up. But when she gets leveled up, my goodness, she is going to be a tasty pick. I will let you know. She is going to be beautiful for us. The only real problem I have at the moment is that both Sinful and High Nest have wind, which is useful against dual perceptions. Very nice. But obviously, we would need to have another level 70 as soon as possible, which High Cinco is an option. That's what I'm looking forward to anyway. But I'm going to keep doing all of these arena battles, grinding out the arena. Oh, there's a freebie for 20 minutes time. And we're going to keep doing all of puzzle stuff that we possibly can. But with the puzzle, you know, we're going to pick up our 2k maze coins. If we keep pushing, we should be able to get that birthday hamper and some insignias possibly. But right now, in terms of our event collections, I'm currently sitting here in terms of presents, 26 regulars, 12 hampers. And in terms of bells, we are currently sitting at 30 bananas, 12 penguins, and 1 ice bell, which I'm pretty sure this collection here with the legendary Joker orb should be doable, which should be very tasty of a pickup. That's probably what I'm going to be going for. But we shall see what we decide in the end. And we'll also see if we get any tasty pickups from these redemption chests the next time we, you know, open them up. But anywho, that is the current ongoings of Dragon City this weekend. I do wish you the very best of luck with Wizard's Hollow. Again, if you're going to go for this, don't expect anything crazy unless you gem quite a decent amount. Again, if you can guarantee yourself Praetor by having enough gems, go wild. But if you don't have a lot of spare gems, this isn't a good place to be wasting them. Your better place to be using them would be in specific events, specific quests like the Cinco quest to speed up empowerment, to get orbs back for her, that sort of thing. Guaranteed rewards. Banking on Mr. RNGesus to help you, not always the smartest move.